rise. Flags are over here. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
For all of you who may have cell phones, if you would be so kind as to turn them off or silence them during the meeting, thank you very much. Also, as always, there is a public participation point in the agenda. If you would like to speak, slips, I believe, are over there on that table, and just turn them in to me. That would be terrific. First order of business is the roll call. Hallie? Here.
Cheryl Armstrong? Here. Heidi Larson?
Here.
Ashley Overton?
Here.
Eric Weaver?
Here.
Here.
And Renner.
Here. Reception of visitors, 2-1. Do we have anything? Nope. Nobody here, okay. Item 2.2, non-agenda visitors. I have 2 slips, alphabetical order. First one, Chad Larson.
Good evening, everyone. I gotta be honest, I don't feel like speaking tonight, I really don't. But if there was an example of what's wrong with our district, it is this. For the last 3 years, we have been paying property taxes on the lift building. And it isn't a small amount. Last year's tax bill was 2 installments of $70,000. $140,000 was paid by the district in property taxes. And I think everyone in this room would say, why is the school district paying property taxes, right? That was my response. That doesn't make any sense. But we are. This year, it'll be the 4th year of $140,000. Interesting enough, of that $140K, $78,000 goes to the downtown TIF district. So the majority of it isn't even coming back to the school. It's going to the TIF district. Now, the reason I'm passionate about this is my son's class is 13% proficient in math, 20% proficient in English. Of that $140,000, that's $78,000 that's going to the TIF. What does that buy us in math teachers, tutors, counselors? Our number one job is to educate our children. But this problem has been going on for many years. Another property that the school district owns is the old bakery, kitty corner from Morgan's. Bought it in 2009. We've been paying property taxes on it since 2009. Now, granted, that's $3,500 a year. That's not nearly as much to live. That's over 50 grand. And some of it comes back to the district, but a lot of it does not. It goes to other taxing bodies. So your money that's being taken from you for educational purposes, as you are taxed, is going to other forms of government. Here's another one. Did you know we have 17 acres of farmland, Jake? In the district?
I knew we had some at the high school for that big lot. 7 I didn't know that.
We have 17 acres of farmland back here. Here's where we're all standing at. We've been paying property taxes for 17 acres of farmland, and it is riddled. For how many years? That I don't know. But certainly since we built the building. Williams, the same way. 2 plots at Williams. We had paid property taxes. Now farmland, it's $800 a year. But it's still $800 a year. In property taxes for this building right here. And again, this is, I bring receipts. Anybody wants to see the property cards, I'd be glad to show it to you. Anyone want a better understanding of it, be glad to talk about it. It's the truth. I always bring receipts. Is that my alarm?
Yeah.
Perfect time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Larson.
I know that we're investigating the property taxes on this, and I appreciate it. Are we doing property taxes, checking on other ones?
Thank you. Next speaker, Erica Weaver.
has been 8 years that I have been on this board, so as I prepare to leave, don't get excited because it's not happening tonight, but it is soon. I want to talk to my children, so, because that's 8 years that they've had to share me. So, to my children, you have been my biggest supporters, my day ones. Everything that I do is in hope of being a solid example for you. I try to navigate maintaining a balance between being present for you and my commitment to advocacy and public service. Work as a public servant comes with challenges, and at times those challenges spill over into the time allotted for family. And for the times that I brought home the angst of this work, I sincerely apologize. Neither of you deserve it on any day, and I'm grateful for your kindness, the kindness that you've given me over the years when I needed to vent. Someone has done a really good job raising me. A heart of service keeps beating through difficult times, and it exists in the fragile space between ego and integrity. The space where you find etiquette, grace, humility, and ingenuousness. I would have said intellect, but it is appropriately placed after integrity, likely denoting the universal importance of integrity. That said, Kylan, Taylor, and Morgan, applying all that I have said and all that I do, please know that I owe you everything and I intend to make good on that. As you continue to grow, know that I have your backs 100%. Don't ever leave your dignity on the table. Don't ever accept a private apology for public offenses. Don't ever feel obligated to remain in unhealthy spaces because we've survived enough in this life that we don't need to prove our strength anymore. Don't ever discount your intuition, and don't ever give up on your dreams. When you reach a dream, dream again. Every great dreamer is considered crazy until they achieve their dreams, so keep going. Lastly, there will be times that even the most gentle spirits must show up like Kendrick Lamar and deliver the coup de grace. When that time comes, Lord, no regrets, I love you greatly, and let's live. Thank you.
Next up, item 3 on the agenda is a consent agenda requires board action. The consent agenda includes the following. Item 3.1, approval of minutes. That would include the regular board meeting of February 11th, 2025, and the executive session meeting of the same date. Item 3.2, under payment of bills. That includes the presentation of the bills for approval, the monthly financial reports by fund, the budget to actual report. Item 3.3, approval for membership in the Illinois High School Association and the Illinois Elementary School Association. Item 3.4, approval of the 2025 summer school for grades K through 12. That includes Jumpstart Elementary Summer School, Mattoon Middle School Summer School, and Mattoon High School Summer School. Item 3.5, approval of overnight trips. That includes the Mattoon High School JROTC Archery to Western JROTC Nationals, April 21 through 26 in Sandy, Utah. Approval of the Mattoon High School JROTC Leadership Challenge Summer Camp, which is June 2nd through the 6th in Marseille, Illinois. And item 3.6, approval of the Laker Connect intergovernmental agreement for Mattoon High School and the lift facility. Item 3.7, the enrollment report. And finally, item 3.8, the Freedom of Information report. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda? Motion by Ashley Overton. Do I have a second? Yes. Second by John Hedges. Any discussion about the items on the consent agenda?
I have a couple questions. Summer school, Tim, could you tell me, is it free of charge regardless of lift, middle school, high school, like
Yes.
regular? And also, is it the middle school, is that part of summer schools for students as well as high school who haven't earned a passing grade?
Remediatory, yes.
Okay. And what is the length of time for middle school and high school?
Chad, what is the length of time for the middle school?
We have 2 different programs at the middle school. So our first program is for our 8th graders that will be behind in their proficiency, and that will be for the first 2 weeks of June. So we can better prepare them to go in 9th grade. And then we have a Jumpstart program in July for incoming 6th, and then our incoming 7th and 8th graders to kind of get those kids back into coming into school, showing into some proficiency for the next school
Any other?
Oh,
Oh, sorry, go ahead. Nope, go right ahead.
I'm switching gears. So do you have anything else about summer school?
Me?
No, I seconded it. Okay. So my other question, and I don't know if you know this, Ryan, and you could get back to me. It's something I just saw. So Diamond Brothers Insurance has a consulting fee. Can you tell me, I guess I'm just not sure what that is.
So, they go out and search for and try to find us the best deal on casualty, liability, and workman's comp. So they go out and kind of vet different people, bring in the best offers rather than us reaching out. We don't know a lot of insurance people that cover those big policies. So they are kind of our working for us.
And then second question, do we bid that, or is that, I know we've been with them, I think, since my time on the board. Is that just kind of somebody, it might be a unique
Yeah, we
service?
did that, we did that in a while, happy with their service.
Thank you.
Any other discussion on the consent agenda?
Just one question, because I think the first question that we had about summer school included lift, but we don't offer summer school for lift, correct?
There's not anything on the proposal for summer school.
You're correct. I'm sorry, I misspoke. I meant for elementary.
Any other discussion? We have a motion and a second. Callie?
Armstrong?
Yes.
Parsons?
Yes.
Overton?
Yes.
Weaver?
Yes.
Murphy? Hodges?
Yes.
Ryder?
Yes. Item 4, reports and recommendations for the Assistant Superintendent for Business Affairs. That's Mr. Gear. Mr. Gear. You're up, buddy.
All right, a couple things tonight. Our first one, if you've been on Dan Lanningham Drive, which is north of DeWitt, basically 30th Street, on that side is Dan Lanningham. We are building a building trades house. The boys are doing an excellent job, and girls are doing an excellent job. Mr. Hackey has them working daily on that. They're putting siding up this week. I think they're close to having the drywall done. It's an amazing program. So about this time every year, we look to sell this house so that we can make our money back that we put into it and start a whole other process in the fall. So the last 2 years, we've had Kima Century 21 sell the house for us, or at least list it for us. Both times we've received multiple offers utilizing this property. The property is at 912 Van Lanningham Drive, and this year the recommended price for it is going to be $275,000. State statute requires that it's listed for a minimum of 14 days and a maximum of 120 days, and that the sales commission for the house must be no greater than 7%. So that's the policies that deal with building trades houses. Kirk's worked with us the last couple of years. He makes a maximum of 4.5 commission fee if he is both the lister and as the buyer, then he knocks that down to 3% for us. The listing agent or somebody else in town does it, then it's the full 4.5%. Okay. The house specific is 1,800 square feet, a little bigger than what we normally build because of the neighborhood we're in. 2-car garage, ceilings are 9 feet, 2x6 stud walls, foyers 10 feet tall, 4 bedrooms. The last several we built are 3 bedrooms. This is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. It has a gas fireplace, which the last one didn't. The master bedroom has a master bathroom with a walk-in closet in it, engineered hardwood throughout the kitchen, the living room, dining room and hallways, carpet bedrooms with a luxury vinyl tile, and laundry room and bathrooms. All big cabinets and solid surface countertops with an island in the middle of the kitchen that separates the kitchen from the living room. So we need board action to approve Kima Century 21 as the listing agent for the building trades house.
Do I have a motion to appoint Kima Century 21 as the listing agent for the 24-25 building trades house? Cheryl, second? Second by Ashley. Any discussion?
I have to say, whenever I saw it in our, the address I drove by, it is beautiful. It's a great neighborhood.
And it's got a built-in park. So the backyard goes out into Van Lanningham Park, which is kind of tucked away. So it's a great layout. It's going to make a great family. Yeah. Any other questions?
Yeah, I just echo talking with Mr. Hackey. He just welcomes anyone to go look at it. They're really proud of all their hard work and the things that the students have done. It's incredible.
Yes, it's an amazing program that we have. I don't know how many houses we built over the years already. I mean, it's been going on for 4 years, I think.
Other comments, questions? Kelly?
Larson,
Yes.
Culbertson,
Yes.
Weaver. Yes. Uphoff,
Yes.
Hedges,
Yes.
Armstrong, Ryder.
Yes.
All right, our next thing up, if you came in the front of the building today, you can see, and the first thing you see when you come to either of our elementary schools is our kindergarten playground, which is out front. The buildings were built in 2003, so our buildings are starting to age a little bit, and the kindergarten playground is included in both buildings. So we would like to do a little bit of a project this summer to renovate that area. So we would like to remove and replace the kindergarten playground equipment and playing surface and real land booms. We'd like to use Omni to partner for the procurement process rather than a bidding process. We've done this many times before. Most recently, Omni to do the gym bleachers at the high school worked out very well for us. And TIPS, which is just a different procurement, to do the gym floor last year at the high school as well. We also used procurement to do this part of the floor here and the gym floor at both of the elementaries. So we have used this process several times in the last couple of years. The quoted price is $125,000 for each site from Cunningham Recreation. This includes the playing surface, the new equipment, and the installation cost for the equipment and playing surface. Here is a diagram, and it will be the colors of the schools. So we're in the blue building, blue roof, blue gym. So that the slide would be blue here, and the canopy above would be blue. At Williams, they would be green. So that's kind of layout there. That's similar to what we currently have probably. This would be a new thing. It's an inclusive merry-go-round, much safer than the merry-go-round we grew up on. This is flush with the ground, handicap accessible. I think this would be a great addition for facilities. So that's also included. And that's kind of a layout of what it would look like. And then it'll have a rubber surface. Right now, the rubber 2-foot tiles. You can walk out there, you can just basically pick them up and start to disintegrate. So we're definitely in need of this, but this will be a laid out surface, like kind of like a carpet, that they come out and just do the whole surface. The YMCA just had this done in the last couple of years with their outdoor fitness center and playground, and they use this exact same company. And I talked to Alex Carey today. He said they had no issues with the ball. They were great to work with, really receptive when you had any questions or concerns. And so it's going to be very similar to that solid surface ground underneath the playground system. So we recommend that the board approve the use of Omni to contract Cunningham Recreation to remove and replace the Riddle and Williams kindergarten playground for the price of $125,000 for the site.
Do I have a motion?
Yes.
James? Sorry? Hedges? Motion, who was the second? Jacob Hoff is the second. Discussion on the board?
So when would
Questions?
this happen?
This summer. So right when kids are out, the estimate crew would start demolition and then they would come in.
And what are you gonna do with the old playground equipment?
By the time you get it out, it's not gonna be much less. I mean, you may be able to dismantle a slide here and there, and I guess if somebody wants to get something out there, but for the most part, we're gonna have to cut it out and break it down into pieces to get it out.
Yeah, I think what we would have to do would be to have the board take action on listing it as surplus supplies, and then we could put it out for bid for sale if
If it's not all torn to pieces.
Yeah,
If it's not-
and again, I think that would be under the condition that there's no liability remaining in
Yeah.
the school district. So, again, I think we need to see
Sure.
how well it can be removed first.
Just curious.
Any other questions?
We have a first and a second. Kelly?
Overton,
Yes.
Weaver. Yes. Uphoff,
Yes.
Hedges,
Yes.
Armstrong, Larson,
Yes.
Ryder.
Yes. Next up, item 5, reports and recommendations of the Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources, Dr. Scosi.
Okay, thank you for that, our personal report. Go through, you see we have Rebecca Kraft at Williams Elementary School, Title I teacher effective for 25 school year. Sheila Kennedy is Madison Middle School 8th grade ELA teacher effective for the 25 school year. Mary McKibben recommended Rural Elementary School second grade teacher effective for the beginning of the 25-26 school year. And Chloe Button and Isabel Delata as substitute teachers. Certified, classified resignations. Down, we Deandra Cottrell, Zion Believe Elementary School, Tyler Farrah, effective March 5th, 2025. Susan Allen is requesting a change for retirement date from October 1, 2026 to February 1, 2027. There were some issues with IMRF, the retirement system that classifies staff with her for that designated date for her, so she'll have that. This one, John Hughes, second shift custodian here. I came in the district in 03. John was here several years before that. I think John's up to 38 or 39 years of service in our district. We retired in May 30th, 2025. John Hughes, we don't know John Hughes, and had a chance to interact with him. Worked with a lot of employees in my 34 years as an administrator in education. John Hughes. Good man. Hard guy, whatever you need, hardworking, always steps up and just quiet. As in the court, classified appointments. Carol Dees recommending Fields recommending substitute school bus driver effective immediately. Deanna Cottrell, we're recommending as a substitute paraprofessional, substitute supervisor effective March 6, 2025. Chris Wallace is substitute custodian effective immediately. Greta Bollinger, volunteer effective immediately. Alexander Carter is volunteer effective immediately. Don Davies, the volunteer effective immediately. And Shara Foster is volunteer effective. Extracurricular resignations. We have Byra Black, resigning from Maxton High School junior varsity volleyball coach effective immediately. If we move down, we have Lori Work, who's resigning from Maxton High School freshman volleyball coach effective immediately. And classified extracurricular assignments. Jacob Perry, Maxton High School cross country coach, we're recommending effective immediately. Chris Young is Maxton Middle School National Junior Honor Society sponsor of the freshman retire. We have agenda today, right here, classified, certified appointments, addendum, recommending Madison Edwards, district social worker, effective beginning 25-26 school year, 6 years combined. So we're very fortunate to have that significant site. Recommending Rachel Schaefer, Williams Elementary School colors math teacher, effective beginning 25 school year. So we're in addition to that position. Recommending Angela Benatti as substitute teacher effective immediately. Classified appointments, recommending Alexandria Parkinson's Elementary School volunteer effective immediately. Are there any questions?
Can I ask you a question real quick? What's a power math teacher?
It's going to be one of the specials that they're doing now. They're going to have a math special, they're calling it Power, at Williams and at Phillips.
Focus on math or any math teaching.
Currently, right now, we have one that goes back and forth. So,
Seeing some great results
Yes.
as a result of that. So
it's great.
Very excited about that. Any other questions? See none, then I would recommend the board accept the personnel report as presented.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Ashley Overton, second by John Hedges. Any questions or discussion amongst the board?
Weaver,
Yes.
Uphoff,
Yes.
Hedges,
Yes.
Armstrong, Larson,
Yes.
Overton,
Yes.
Reichert.
Yes. Looking at your agenda, the last item of substantive business is under new business. That's item 9.1, establish a special board meeting, organization of the Board of Education. As everyone on the planet knows, there is a school board election on April 1st. Our next regularly scheduled meeting would be Tuesday, the 8th. The county clerk is required to wait 14 days after the election in order to receive 21 days? 21 days to receive mail-in ballots that are postmarked April 1st or before. Because of that, it's doubtful that the county clerk will be able to certify the results of the election anytime near before the April 8th meeting. So, but we have to have a meeting within 40 days to seat the new board members. So the proposal is to set a special board meeting on April 23rd at 7 p.m. For purposes of seating the new 6 PM?
Yeah, it says 6.
Yeah.
Is it 6?
Yeah.
I stand corrected. My apologies.
6 p.m.
April 23rd at 6 PM to seat the new board members. I think the board members have all received a communication, on this at least a few days ago. So is there any discussion or questions amongst the board about that process?
I just don't recall in the email, we're still having the April 8th.
Yes, the April 8th meeting will still occur. Okay? Okay.
I'm not available on a Wednesday. We usually meet on a Tuesday. Is there a reason we can look at a Tuesday or a Thursday or some other day?
Yeah.
I don't care if you pick the 22nd or even the 20th. I'm just saying, I'm not, so I rearranged my schedule to be available on Tuesday. I can't rearrange everything to be on a Wednesday. I don't know why we picked a different day for this last meeting.
Yeah, so the 21st day would be that Tuesday, the 22nd. And from my vantage point, I think we need to wait for the county clerk to certify that. So if the board wishes to consider an alternate date, I think then that's
Can we
fine
do it the
too.
29th on the following Tuesday? So Eric could be here.
I'm open, like, a special board meeting is just required that any 3 members of the board or the board president can call. So like this, it's your decision as board.
And just,
Yeah.
so why not the 22nd? Is that not 20? Seems
I
like-
think the 22nd is actually the 21st day, so you have to let the 21st day run, I believe. Okay,
I'm available the 29th, I'm available the 23rd.
okay.
I would
John, you're open on both?
I would actually defer to some of the other candidates in the room as well, if they can check their schedule.
Either? Okay, you good on either? Or- Okay. Either? Okay, all right. I'm going to make a motion that we set the special board meeting for purposes of seating the new board members for Tuesday, April 29th at 7 PM. I'm waiting for someone to correct.
Can we do it at 6? I mean, that's what I was thinking. How are
Thank
you? If you're
Just
awake,
had to wait a
I'll
little
say
while and then it came across. Let's do it at 6 PM, April 29th, 6 PM.
Can we set the location?
If you'd like to, yeah.
I think we need to set the location also.
Okay, why don't we set it at the Administrative Service Center?
Okay.
Any questions about the motion?
Second.
Anybody, thank you. Will you step up and give me a second? Is that you?
You don't need action on this, so you don't need a motion in a second.
We don't? Okay.
I just have a question.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what max teaching is, Tim?
Actually, I'll defer to Rich on this because the high school spent a lot of time around max teaching strategies. And if you'd like to touch base with Rich afterwards, he can.
Okay, so it's a service that we purchase, though, correct?
It is, and I think most recently, I don't think Ryan could probably speak to the cost of that, but
Yeah, no, I noticed it. I have a question. So 23, we spent 8,000, 24, we spent 43,000. So a significant amount of money that we went up. However, my concern is, does Dr. Hild still consult for them? Because if we're still purchasing that, is she still?
yeah, I'm not aware of that, but it's professional development for staff, and primarily around classroom management strategies, but I'm not aware, and I can look into that.
If you would let me know.
Sure.
I think that's important since that would be part of, I assume, her responsibility
I'm sorry, help me understand.
with max teaching and professional development curriculum. Is that something that she would oversee and recommend, or is that not the case?
Well, that's left up to the buildings from a perspective of like, they have their building PD budget, which is what this is coming from, would be my presumption. So they have the ability to assign and or look for, locate, and offer professional development within their building budgets that the board does approve. So
Okay. So it would be helpful for me to know if she is still hired by Max Teaching that we purchase.
You mind sending an email to me, Heidi, about that?
Say it again,
Send me an email.
for sure.
Thanks.
Is it?
Okay, seeing no other
That is
subsequent,
not Franklin Company. It's something.
So, I'm gonna say this just because, well, because I don't. I have been requesting information from the district for over a year, and I still don't have it. I can guarantee that I probably won't see it before I leave this board. I say that because I want to be very clear. I don't think that it's an issue with the administration, but there's no reason why. I've been asking for it for over a year, and I haven't seen it.
Can you tell us what information you want?
You already know what information it is.
I don't.
You all know exactly what it is. It is heartbreaking to see where things lie with this board at this time. It is disappointing. It is embarrassing. And I wish this district the absolute best. And I hope that after I leave, people will step up and do what they're supposed to do. Now we don't have any more people because I still don't have it, so.
Well, just to be clear, all of the bionic data was FOIA'd from
okay,
BIA.
we've,
That was the
compl-
question.
we
So-
we have
and so
completed
it's
the
accessible
agenda.
to
I'm going
you
to entertain a
anytime.
motion to adjourn.
I second.
I need a motion.
Motion.
Second by Erica Weaver. Kelly, call the roll call.
Southpaw,
Yes.
Yes.
Armstrong, yes. Larson,
Yes.
Owen,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Riley.
Yes. Everybody have a good evening.
So all of the questions they have asked.